Welcome to Crossfire 101. I'm going to be playing on my silent account, and this account, as you see, I spent ZP on it, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to do Crossfire 101. I'm going to be teaching people how to play this game, how to actually manage or play in this game, how to get better, stuff like that. And just for people who are interested in this game, thinking it's a very cool game, or they want to give it a shot for the PC, it's a very fun game, aside from all the hackers, but it's a very fun game in general, and I enjoy playing this game a lot. So I'm going to be giving my tips and tricks on how to play this game. It's going to be Crossfire 101 episode number 1, and today we're going to be focused on the movement, how to actually maneuver in this game. Okay, so in Crossfire 101, you want to focus on movement. Now, movement is very key in this game, as you want to make sure you know where the enemy is when you're trying to position yourself. So right now, this will be the spawn for New Egypt. You can spawn right there, or you can spawn right here. Now, jump, you should know how to play. When you first start this, there's a tutorial how to jump right, left, back, forward, which is WASD, and space to jump. WASD is to move forward, left, right, back, and space is to jump. Crouch is control, and to walk you press shift. Now to shoot, you press the right click, and to do a special attack or melee with a knife or whatever, you press left click, and that will do a stronger version of your knife, which is a one shot if you can get it land, depending on the melee actually. With today's event, everybody gets a free VIP weapon, so this is just a kukri beast, so don't worry about that too much. We're just focused on movement. So you want to position yourself in a position to where the enemy can't see you and you can see them. Now, it's kind of like Call of Duty. If you was to think about it, it's the same concept. You want to make sure you're in a position to where you can win a gunfight. Any position that you get into when involving gunfights, you could very much lose, so be mindful of that. So a lot of snipers like to come right here. You can obviously look overhead or over here. You can obviously come down here, and this will be a head glitch. Now, usually you can see people heads from this position. They can see yours too if they're angled carefully, but you can see mostly heads. If you're right here in this head glitch and you're sniping, you can pick people off right here. You can also come to the side, and if somebody is up there, you can pick them off. They can probably barely see you through that. You can also come to this area right here, jump on that. You jump and then you hold shift. Hold control. Sorry. You can jump, hold control, and you'll be able to crouch and just look at this position right here. You can also come right here and catch somebody from, if they're trying to snipe your friend that's right there, you can catch them right here and they won't see you. So it's very, this is just due to the spawn. This is where your spawn is. You can do the same thing over here. You just can't, do it from right there. But you can do it right here. You can see somebody's head right there. You can see an enemy just barely right here. If you really want to, you can see their head from right here, and you can see somebody's head coming in right there. If you jump up top, you are very exposed, but if you're very skilled, you can probably pop somebody that's right there, pop somebody there, they're walking this way, pop them, and you can even jump and try to get a lucky headshot over there. Some people will try to hide in that corner. You can actually pop somebody's head from right here. So it's very, precision is key, and you also want to know your map. If you press the little squiggly line next to the number 1, I don't really know what the name is, you can actually see the whole map. So if you really want to look at the map and how to analyze it, make sure you keep this up while you're walking around the map. You can see your character model right there. You can see silence right there. Oh yeah, remember I have a bot in here. And when it comes to shooting, now shooting is a different concept. We're gonna get into shooting in the next video, but just movement in general. When you're shooting, I'm gonna just give a quick tip. This is for the shooting section, so you know what's coming up ahead. When you're shooting an enemy, move left to right. Now you don't want to move forward, because forward actually, if you move forward, you can see your crosshairs actually actually jump up. It's the same thing with moving left to right, but if you move like this, if you move left to right, back and forth, you can see your crosshairs doesn't move at all. Or if you move in just short bursts, you can see your crosshairs doesn't move at all, as if you were standing still. That is a great effective way to get a nice little headshot. As you see, my accuracy shit though. It's a nice little way to get a headshot. which is very, very important in this game. You want to make sure you can get as many headshots as possible, or just aim for the head in general, because that's the fastest way to kill someone. You can also aim at the body, which is a very effective way, but most likely people are going to aim for your head. Make sure you aim for the head. Aiming I'm going to get to, shooting I'm going to get to in another video. But as you can see, I'm moving left to right when I'm targeting this bot. Like I said, he's a beginner bot, so he's not really too bad. But as you can see, I'm moving left to right, tracking his head so that I can get a clean headshot. And it's very hard against moving targets, like really skilled players who move a lot. So you want to practice on with bots. Okay, this is a different gun, gun I don't like. But you want to practice on bots so you can get the rhythm. So just in case you get into a real fight, if somebody's like my mouse, okay, if somebody's like moving like extremely to the left, like say for instance there's a guy right here, he's moving to the left, you want to move left with him while also moving your crosshairs to the left. Now it's weird because in Call of Duty usually if you move one way, you move your crosshairs to the opposite way. Same thing in this game, but you want to aim for the head. Now you could aim this way and do like this if somebody's moving in a direction. You know, you do want to move the opposite way, of course. But what I find to be another effective way is moving in the same direction, but very carefully. So if you're moving right and you move your crosshairs right, you can actually pick somebody that's coming from right here. Say for instance they're going this way, you can move it to the right to position yourself, and then you can move it to the opposite way. Now in other cases, like I like to sometimes when I'm over here and I see an enemy coming from right here, I'll do like this. But then I'll also do like this to see if somebody's actually running past me. Now this only effective if somebody's running past you. Say for instance he's going over there, you go to the left or whatever, you can actually pick them off coming over here and do like that. And it's kind of hard to manage that because you are moving in the same direction. But once you get the hang of it, you'll actually see how easy it can be when tracking your enemy. But movement is very, very key. You can see you can jump on top of it by double jumping. Well, I should say jumping higher. It's not technically a double jump, you're just jumping farther and higher. Which is actually pretty hilarious. But you're jumping farther and higher. When you jump and hold control, you actually jump higher. And you can also do a bunny hop, which if you jump, hold control, and repeatedly press the spacebar button, you can actually do a bunny hop. And this helps in ghost mode, which I'm not going to get into in this video. But yeah, it helps in ghost mode, and I will play some games describing on these movements. Don't worry, this is just the moving function, so I'm not really going over too much stuff in certain game modes and stuff like that. We're gonna do that once we get the basics. Yeah, once we get the basics, then I'll go into all of that. But this is pretty much just the movement section, so it's just the basics on how to move, positioning yourself on these maps so you can get a better angle at your target, and always aim for the head. The next video will be actually aiming, because within your movement you want to have good aim. You want to make sure that you're able to aim at your target so that you get an effective kill. So yeah, that's the next video, guys. Step 1, make sure you leave a like or dislike if you don't like it at all. Number 2, subscribe to the channel so I can grow. Oh god, so I can grow, and also I can help you grow as a better gamer. Step number 3, make sure you leave in the comments on what actually, you know, just some games that I should play later on, some tips and tricks that I should give, also unknown tricks and tips if you got those as well. Number 4, shout out to your friends. I'm gonna be doing a lot of social media sooner or later when I get my channel, you know, a little fairly big enough, or just start that right away, so you're gonna see how I look and stuff like that. But that doesn't really matter. All that matters is these tips and tricks. And number 5, be yourself always, because a better you is the original you. So if you don't get that, I'm sorry if you don't get that, but basically you are you and nobody can tell you differently. You are perfect in your own little way, and you should hear that a lot. You are perfect, just be yourself, and trust me, somebody will actually like you for you. That's all we have tonight. That's been a I can't believe I actually forgot my intro. I made my intro. I haven't done this in a while. That's a wrap up.